Questions like this, guys, which ask us to add mixed numbers, are actually getting more and more popular in exams, whether it's Edexcel, AQA, OCR, higher or foundation. These questions are coming up all the time. Let's have a look. The key, guys, when it comes to adding mixed numbers is going to be to firstly write them as improper fractions, then to add those improper fractions by finding a common denominator, and then to, if we have to, convert that number back into a mixed number. Let's have a look and see how it's done for this example here. This one asks us to calculate 2 2/3 plus 1 4/5. Step number 1, guys, we're going to convert these mixed numbers into improper fractions. First off, 2 2/3, to convert this one into an improper fraction, we're going to do our 2 times by our current denominator of 3. That is going to give us 6. And then we're going to add that 2 on the top. That is going to give us 8. So we can write 2 2/3 as 8 over, and then we have our denominator of 3. Again, what did we do? We did our 2 times by our 3, that gave us 6, and then we added the 2 on the top of the fraction, that gave us 8 for the top, and that is over 3 because of the over 3 here. Now, applying that same principle to the 1 4/5, we're going to do 1 times by 5. That's the 1 here times by the denominator of 5. That, guys, is going to give us 5. And then we can do the 5 plus the numerator of 4. 5 plus 4 is going to give us 9. So we have 9 over 5 as our fraction here. The next step to this, guys, is going to be to add together these two fractions. How do we add fractions? We firstly find a common denominator. The quickest way to find a common denominator is going to be to multiply the two current denominators together. We can do 3 times by 5. That is going to give us 15 as a common denominator. So writing both of our fractions over 15, what are we going to have? To get from the 3 to the 15, we multiplied by 5. So we're going to do 8 times by 5. That is going to give us 40 as our new numerator. On the right-hand side, how do we get from 5 to 15? We multiplied it by 3. So we're going to do our 9 on the top times by 3. That is going to give us 27. We can simplify this, guys, adding together our fractions. We are just going to add those numerators because we have the same denominator now. So we can write this as 67 over 15. From there, guys, we can actually convert this back into a mixed number if we want to. How do we write a fraction as a mixed number? We're going to start off by seeing how many times our denominator goes into our numerator. So, writing out our multiples of 15, we're going to have 15, 30, 45, 60, and then 75. We can see clearly that 15 is going to go into 64 times because we have 1, 2, 3, 4 multiples of 15 before we get to a number which is bigger than that 67. So the whole number part of this is going to be 4. And then what are we going to have left over? Well, our fraction is out of 15, so we're going to have something over 15. Final step, guys, we're going to see how much bigger that numerator is than the multiple of 15 that we used. In this case, the multiple of 15 that we used was 60. 67 is going to be 7 bigger than 60, so we can write our answer as 4 7/15. I'm conscious here that my head blocked a little bit of this on the vertical video. Hopefully that was clear enough for you guys. 4 7/15. To summarize the steps, the process, what did we do? We firstly converted our two fractions into mixed numbers. I didn't mean that. To summarize the process, what did we do? We converted our mixed numbers into improper fractions. Then what we did was we rewrote our improper fractions over common denominators. We added the numerators, then we rewrote that as a mixed number. Guys, if that made sense to you, awesome, awesome, awesome. If not, consider watching it again.